What is up, people? Welcome back to the channel. It is 7 a.m. Friday the 24th of July, and today we are off to Barcelona for Monegros festival, which is starting tomorrow. But flying to Barcelona today, I'm meeting Lawrence, but because my flight is like midday and I don't want to waste any time in Barcelona, I am getting my training done beforehand, because as much as I have all these social events across like the summer and earlier this year, one thing I am fairly adamant not to let it do is like disrupt my flow of training. Now, naturally, I'm going to miss a training session this weekend, but I'm not going to allow it to take another session from me, right? I'm going to miss my leg day, unfortunately, on Sunday, because we'll have done about 24 hours of partying by the time we get there. So I haven't trained this early in well over a decade, I'd say. So the first and most important point when training this early is getting adequate hydration, okay? So I've already had about 2 liters of water, I've had some electrolytes, and then you could see within the pre-workout meal that I had there, right? So I do think it's probably a good idea, especially with the given amount of calories I'm on, to get some carbohydrates in before training. And you see with the actual meal I had, I literally just had Cocoa Pops, honey, and low-fat milk. And this is because I want to keep the meal mostly carbohydrate dense, low fiber, more quick digestion types of carbs, hence the type of honey, and like more kind of sugary carb source with the Cocoa Pops, and adding in some extra hydration there too with the likes of the low-fat milk. Low fat, because we don't want any extra calories coming from fat to slow down the digestion process. A bit of calcium as well getting in there too, giving me another kind of source of electrolytes, which is really important for muscle contraction. And then also some salt, because hydration is not just about drinking enough water, it's also about ensuring you have adequate sodium levels, and those are things that can deplete as you sleep overnight. Also, a big thing I think is really important if you're training early is to get or to be awake for long enough. So I've been awake since 5, right? So 2 hours to be awake. And I find like if you were to roll out of bed, be in the gym within 30 minutes, roll out of bed, like number one, you're not going to be well hydrated. If you had any food, it's not going to have digest by the time you get in there. But you're just not going to feel alert. Like I feel good to go now, you know? Alongside me, I have my intra-workout as per usual, so some essential amino acids, some cyclodextrin in my 2-liter jug, and now I'm going to also have some pump product here to again kind of aid this early morning session. So that's like a typical approach I'll recommend to clients. Again, just have something quick digestion from a carbohydrate point of view. Obviously, the more calories you have, the more flexibility you have with what you do have and how much you have. But yeah, it's just really, it's important for me to get this session in, even if it is like a suboptimal time. And it's something I will always stand by, is like, if you're about this life, if you're about fucking bodybuilding, building muscle, like you should fucking want to be getting up at this time. If you should want to get up at this time to go do your training session, regardless of whether it's like inconvenient. You know, you could always take the approach like, you're missing one session, what does it matter? But like, if you apply that mentality every single time something comes up, or you're going to have to maybe kind of make your schedule a little bit less convenient than you like, you know, you're always going to take the path of least resistance, and that's not me. You know, I've got high standards that I try to hold myself to, and this is part of it. So yeah, I'm going to stop chatting, we're going to get to the gym, and we have pull to hit. Goodman Jean. Alright, so we have just got to the airport, and once you know it, I left my fucking meal prep at home. Didn't spend too long. Spent 5 minutes preparing it this morning, but it's not the airport to forget meal prep for, because the food in Malaga airport is fucking shocking. It's all just like pizza slices, shitty rolls, or sandwiches. So yeah, for a bodybuilder like me who just likes chicken, rice, and green beans, not the best options. But anyway, we'll suffice with a coffee, and I'll probably pick up like a protein bar or something like that in the shop here. Probably not gonna have a huge amount before I get to Barcelona. I might just pick up some food once I get there. I know myself and Lawrence have planned to go for like a sushi all you can eat buffet style place later on this evening to get plenty of nutrition on board before tomorrow, because I have intentions to eat a lot tomorrow when I'm at the festival, but once alcohol and other stuff are into the mix, doesn't always go to plan. Anyway, alright, gonna get my coffee in, and then it's time to fly. Look at these fucking teriyaki chicken for ants.
We've off the kids menu, in fairness now.
Yeah.
Well, could you imagine sitting there with this perk behind the counter with a straight face looking at the two of us, and they're putting this is the dinner she has.
Yeah.
I would be mortified.
We have landed in Barcelona. We're just in a shopping centre now, getting a bit of grub. So we have opted for
Kids meals.
Yeah, kids meals essentially.
Kids meals,
Very small portions of
gone.
teriyaki chicken. No vegetables, because we weren't allowed to put vegetables in it apparently. Yeah, so it's only a small meal, because we are going to be going out for a bigger Japanese meal later on, and we'll definitely need it, because this is probably a quarter the size of the dinner I'd usually have. Back in for round 2. Day 2, Barcelona. Lawrence over there.
Day 2 in Barcelona.
Wasn't a whole lot to vlog yesterday. We literally went to the supermarket, which was a decent hour walk. Came back here, chill, because we were both fucking wrecked. Then went for a very late dinner, which was alright.
It was
middle of the road. It did the job, but terrible night's sleep, which is fantastic, given, I'm going to be awake for like the next 24 hours now at least. But anyway, here is what we have for the festival. This is like the festival survival kit, you could say. So, important hairspray for myself, because I got the hair set in stone, and I don't want to be dealing with the old wind. Contact lens drops, or eye drops is whatever people might call them. Just keep my eyes nice and moist, because I do get dry eyes and look like I'm taking fucking everything under the sun. We have some Carmex here, SPF in it as well. This is just going to help the lips keep dry, considering we're going to be moist, considering in the desert. We have electrolyte tablets, so Diarolite, Everescent tablets. These are going to be key, because we're going to be sweating like fucking pedos. And then we have power bank. This is solar powered, which is pretty damn cool. You can also power it up with this. Lawrence will demonstrate it here.
So
yeah, you can actually power it up like this. Might take a little bit longer, but POV, you see some lad at the back of the festival fucking power it up with a power bank like that. We have a bandana here to just cover the old face from the dust later on in the night. We have our cargo pants, which we're going to be wearing at the festival. Tank top, bum bag. We have, of course, nasal hater, very important, because I have a blocked nose like nothing else today. We have some vape juice. Yes, I'm on the vapes today. It is my holidays. I'm at a festival, so let me at it. We have some earplugs to make sure I don't lose my hearing. Because yeah, it's going to be loudspeakers. What else we got here? We got Pit Vipers, some roll-on deodorant, which is also going to be a standout feature for today.
That's right. The Nature Valley bars, the protein bars.
Yeah, we have
collapsible.
Yes,
water bottles.
This important show. So obviously keeping hydrated at a festival that's going to be as long and as hot. We have these, so we're going to be able to attach these onto the bum bags using this. It kind of goes around the neck of the bottle. We have some snacks as well to bring in with us. Lawrence's backpack, so he's gonna put these in his backpack. And I mean, like, look, I can't imagine myself eating too many of these protein bars when I'm a couple hours deep into the session, but
God willing, who knows?
The intention is there.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much everything we have. So we are gonna go get breakfast now, and then it's pretty much time to get ready to go, because our bus is at 11. God help us. All right, so we are in for breakfast. Scrambled egg, potato, turkey, some bread, second coffee of the day.
Fucking dive, this is no ketchup.
No, I see they have hot sauce anyway. If you want some of that.
Fucking make do.
Aim today with nutrition is just as many calories as we can realistically get in before we get to the festival, because look, again, as I said, you have intentions of eating plentiful at the festival, because there's no way you're going to last 22 hours of dancing without having some energy. Like, you have to think that, like, it is essentially like an endurance event. So big breakfast now. We've already had a donut and a coffee before we got here, and then hopefully have something on the bus on the way. Definitely get something maybe once or twice within the festival, all going well. So we're gonna get into this, and just fucking take the morning as it comes.
Oh, you had some.
Could this potentially be the least amount of video clips that anybody's ever gotten at a festival that they kind of wanted to vlog a little bit for? But I guess that kind of shows how much of a good time I was having. Monegros, probably one of the most unique and best festivals I've been to in a very, very long time. Like, naturally, it got maybe, how many, 6 or 7 clips there across the whole festival. And it wasn't even on my phone that long recording them, and that's because, like, when I'm at these things, I just want to fucking enjoy them. Like, the last thing I think about when I'm having a really, really good time, and this is something I've noticed every time I've tried to, like, vlog when I'm traveling, is I'm so much more focused on just being present and just enjoying myself versus documenting. Because while it's nice to look back on those clips, the things that play over my head more so are just like the memories throughout the day. Monegros, one of the festivals that, if you're into techno, I do think that you should make an effort to go. The one thing that is very appealing to me is that it is day one festival energy. So anybody who's been to like a multi-day music festival knows that on the first day you have the most energy, and it's on the first day where, like, when it comes time to go to bed, you have to almost like make yourself go to bed, because if you don't go to bed, day 2 is going to be fucked up, and day 3 is certainly going to be fucked up. So I like the fact that Monegros, it's 22 hours straight through. Starts at 2 p.m. on the Saturday, finishes at 12 p.m. on the Sunday. Now, that is very, very tough going. Like, by the time it got to 10 a.m. the next morning, like, my body gave up on me. So we got there at the very start of the festival at 2 p.m. and we left the venue at like 11 a.m. By the time we were on the bus, we've like the last DJ we saw finished at 10 a.m. That was Perk, who was probably the best set of the festival. But it's heavy on the body. Like there is a lot of times where we were kind of like taking little breaks, like especially towards the last few hours, to sit down for like maybe half an hour to an hour at a time. Because by the time I got home, I'd done 45,000 steps across the 22 hours. So it is something that you do have to be kind of prepared for. But if you are somebody who like loves that type of music, like you will absolutely enjoy it. Some things to look out for when you get there though is obviously like the heat. It's super hot. It's in the desert, so what do you expect? But not only is it going to be very, very hot, so you do have to be adequately prepared with the likes of the clothes that you do have. So like I had those cargo shorts and I had a tank top, and most of the day had my top off because it was nice and sunny. But make sure you have like sun cream with you to like cover your face, cover your shoulders, any kind of big parts that can potentially get burnt, because if they get burnt at the start of the festival and like, you know, you have that later on through the day and even the next day, like you couldn't put yourself at risk of getting like heat stroke and just having an all-around shit time at the festival, which you're meant to be enjoying. And then the other thing is, while it's hot during the day, it does get a little bit colder during the night. So I bought a Monegros hoodie at the actual festival so I could wear later on in the evening time when it was getting cool. And while it's not cool when you're like actually inside the crowd at stages, when you're walking between stages, that's when you'll really notice it. So that's where like having a hoodie came in very, very useful. Other things that I probably underestimated was just how dusty it gets. Naturally in the desert, like there's sand everywhere, there's dust everywhere, but it kicks up so easily. So actually having a bandana, super useful. So like I had a bandana wrapped around my face for the majority of the day, as well as my pit vipers to block dust getting into my eyes. And it was a godsend, because like even though I had the bandana on for most of the day and had my sunglasses on for most of the day, I still went through a whole packet of wet wipes to clean my face because of how dusty it did get. So if you are thinking of going next year, you have to make sure you do have a good bandana or a good ski mask. You have got good sunglasses or a good visor to wear over your eyes. And if you're like me and wear contact lenses, actually having those eye drops was a godsend, because a couple of times throughout the festival I did have to like stop and like check my eyes because they're getting a little bit sore with the amount of kind of dirt that was accumulating around my eye, and I did have to kind of clean them out a little bit with the likes of the eye drops. Some other things if you are considering going is, if you're going in a big group, like really important that you have prearranged spots that you're going to meet up at, because it's very, very easy to get lost. And not only that, but like there's absolutely no mobile coverage in the desert. So I was with Lawrence mainly for the whole event. We did bump into like different groups and make friends with different groups, but like once we got separated from that group, like there was not a chance for you to find them again, because there's no way that you could send a message to people. Like, so regular SMS didn't really work. WhatsApp had very spotty coverage, or if you did have WhatsApp coverage, you're maybe getting somebody's message like a couple hours later after they sent it. So if you have a big group, it's really important that you do like pick a spot, you let everybody know where it's going to be, you stay in that spot and wait until the whole group like kind of reconvenes, because otherwise, you know, you could have people just getting completely lost. Like we met a couple of groups there, and some of them got separated from the group and they didn't meet them until the next morning. Now, I didn't go to every single stage while I was there. I didn't go to El Row and I didn't go to Unreal. Now, the type of music they were playing at the Unreal stage, it's like really, really hard techno, and it's not really me. I like techno. I like, you could call it like almost like dad techno, like awakening style techno. I love a bit of like hard groove. I do like a bit of trance. I do like Perk is like very hard techno as well. I like Dax J. Like I love all these types of artists, but the artists at Unreal, a little bit too hard for me. And to be honest, it's a little bit kind of, in my opinion, just a little bit tacky, because a lot of them are just playing like pop songs with like a hard techno edit. So it just kind of felt very like EDM-y, and it's always kind of felt that way to me. It just almost seems a bit too like commercial, funnily enough. So I didn't go to those stages at all, because I just think it's almost like noise, to be honest. That's just my personal opinion. So I spent a lot more time at the Awakening stage, Techno Cathedral. I went to like the Outworld stage, which is phenomenal, as you can see from the videos. So there you had Klangkuenstler, he played 2 sets. You had Dashay and Daria Kolosova, they played it back to back. You had Speedy J and Chris Leaving with their 3000s collab, and then you or collabs 3000, and then you also had Perk was the last DJ we saw, who was chef's kiss. He was just so fucking good. Hardcore is also a really good stage. We got to see Captain Hook back to back with Ace Ventura, who we were at that stage for maybe about 30 minutes talking to some guy from Brittany, and it was only about 30 minutes into the conversation. It's like, geez, never knew Ben Sims to play fucking psytrance. And it's as soon as we went into the crowd, we're like, okay, that's 100% not Ben Sims, because it was we weren't even at the stage where Ben Sims was playing, because they looked so like the hardcore stage and the Techno Cathedral stage looked just perfectly identical. So that was a bit of a fuck up, but that goes to show how engrossed in the conversation we were having, or trying to have, with this guy from Brittany who didn't speak English and we didn't speak French. So that was a bit of a weird one. In terms of critiques of the festival, I don't really think I have many, other than the toilet situation certainly could have been like managed a bit better. There's a number of times we went into some toilets that looked like they could have been in a war zone. It was just, like, I know that's no fault of the festival, it's more so a fault of the people, but Jesus Christ, like what some people think is okay to do in a Portaloo is beyond me. And this wasn't just one, it was many of them, and it was not just experienced by me, but it's experienced by Lawrence and other people that we had bumped into. Some of the toilets were just like in absolute rag order. We had paid for VIP tickets as well, and you know, if you go into bathrooms at VIP toilets, you're kind of expecting them to be fairly well stocked up with like toilet roll, or at least like replenished a lot more regularly than the regular GA toilets. That just wasn't the case. So that's like the main critique. Other than that, like in terms of like water points, they didn't run out of water, and there was plenty of water points. When you got there, you were never waiting. There was plenty of toilets and you never left waiting for toilets either. There was plenty of food stalls, plenty of drink stalls, plenty of places to charge up your band. The lockers were fantastic and very easy to find, very easy to use. Stages were all relatively close to each other, despite the actual venue site being so big. The sound at most of the stage was pretty damn good, and the people in general, all pretty sound. Like, I mean, there wasn't a single person that I kind of bumped into there that was a prick. Anybody we spoke to was very sound. You could see like a lot of the energy that people are giving off there as well. It's just very positive. Like, one thing I could not believe though was, as we were getting towards the end of the festival, like literally 10 a.m, right? My legs, I can barely move them. I feel like I'm stuck in mud, and my arms, like, I just got no energy. I heard songs that I know, which is rare at a techno event like that, right? And you love these songs, and all you want to do is fucking just go fucking hard at it. There's no energy to do it, and then you have all the Spaniards around you, and they are giving it socks. Like, the energy the Spanish can give to partying is just on a whole other level. Like, they're beasts. They're built for it. So it was impressive to see. You know, we're leaving there looking like zombies, and the Spanish crew were still just there, like, you know, living for it, hoping it doesn't even end at 12 p.m. So as far as festivals go, it's one that I will absolutely be returning to. Like, I mean, the price actually wasn't that expensive either. Like, for the VIP ticket, it was like €145 for the VIP ticket. For the regular GA, it was €70. So I would 100% return in 2028. Obviously, you can't next year with the likes of Prep, because I love the concept. The stages were savage, the atmosphere was savage, and I just thought it was great all around. But it is Friday. It's taking me this long to recover. I spent the last few days in absolute horrors, more so just from a sleep deprivation perspective. Like, obviously, if you're awake for over 24 hours, like, your body is just like not going to be too happy with you. So I spent the last few days just like get myself into a good routine with sleep again, go to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time. Thankfully, didn't have any issue waking up in the morning, just more so lethargy during the day. Got myself back to my regular diet once I got home from Barcelona straight away on Tuesday. Got back to the gym on Wednesday, trained yesterday, and today's Friday. I'm going to go to the gym again today, and by the time I wake up, or since I've been up today, I felt just normal again, which is good. So sleep is mostly caught up by now. So that's it for this video. I didn't vlog as much as I wanted to across the actual festival day. Didn't get as many clips as I wanted to, but that's just the nature of being at one of these things and having a good time. The last thing I think about is taking on my phone to record, and I'm definitely not one of those people who's going to be like in the crowd. Like, you know, that's just not me. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed my little small breakdown of the festival. And if you're into your tunes, get a ticket for next year, because you will not regret it. All right, that's it. Catch you in the next vlog, which can be a bit more of a return to the boring bodybuilding stuff.